The South Korean fashion scene for me represents the future of men's avant-garde. I love what they design, and it's meant for the smart, driven, stylish, and life-savvy man, just like our magazine, Cool Korea. A magazine is such an organic process that I wanted to make something very special for September, so here's how we made it. Essentially, the September issue is the most important issue of the whole year. Why? Well, because it's the beginning of the fashion world's calendar, the big fashion weeks for fall-winter, the advertising campaign in magazines, the newer and freshest look for the designers and the big brands, and the model castings from the top international modeling agencies, or the creations of the lookbooks. It's a good time for people because everybody's back from their summer holidays and we are all rested and ready to kick off September. It's like a clean slate for magazines to start over with new trends and to look for the coolest and undiscovered people and the most talented and freshest designers and so on. September is also an important month in the fashion industry. And not only does New York Fashion Week take place, but the September issue also exposes the world to new designs and style and people and what will be in for the next 12 months. As the magazine editor-in-chief, I have to make sure that all my stylists know exactly which looks are used for which photo shoot and which accessories we have to use on which model. New York is one of the biggest fashion capitals in the world, and we have many members of the magazine actually living there and working with us. So I really love that for September we made this photo shoot with an amazing photographer, stylist, makeup artist, and model. It wouldn't be a proper September issue without a supermodel, so I'm very glad that we had the chance to work with a Greek superstar who is an actor, entrepreneur, and model, and also one of our favorite photographers from that country, Jay Logothetis. It's so amazing to work with so many talented people in the fashion industry, and Thomas Cinnamon is definitely one of them. He's one of the coolest photographers around, and he understands the element of a Cool Korea's story and DNA. Sexy, driven, stylish, and cool. So many international models actually travel from their native countries to work with us, and this time we had an amazing opportunity to work with a great model, Dori Negro from Brazil. He was amazing because he totally knew how to pose, how to give the emotions to the camera, how to place his hands, the face, the eyes. You know, it's what a professional model has to do. When you work with those people, you have to make sure that you know exactly how good they are, but you also have to know as a magazine to know how to use them properly and to use their skills the best, so the photo shoots end up looking amazing. Every season, before actually choosing the clothes for the magazine, my editors and myself watch every single fashion runway from New York to Paris to Milan and Seoul Fashion Week. And we have to make the conscious decision of which looks are going to be better for our fashion shoots. And this year in Seoul, it was absolutely amazing. I saw all the fashion shows online and it was spectacular. Among the great professional people I gathered at Cool Korea magazine, Ira Veridiano is one of the very best photographers in New York. He totally understands the idea of fashion and clothing and working with the best models around, and it's such a pleasure. After seeing that show, after seeing the photos online, I totally knew that Snorik was going to be the designer for our cover look. I love it. As a photographer and as a magazine, I think my mission is to find new faces of future male models, of potentially fierce superstars. And I think it's very important for the magazine to always look for those exciting faces. The September issue takes months of stress and energy and requires a lot of contributing editors. The process of the extensive planning of this issue is massive. Many things can go wrong if we don't pay attention. And the September issue is extremely important because it has to sell very well. It has to invite our readers to be curious enough to pick up and then read the whole magazine to get into our universe. The model on the cover has to be very stylish, powerful, sexy, and demure. I like to pick models who represent me on the world stage, whose presence and charisma are noticeable, whose sex appeal can be felt from a woman or a man, whose physique and face scream, "Buy me, I'm a cover model, and I'm cool." And it has to be someone who is fashionably relevant in today's cool career scope and beyond. It was spectacular, totally what I love for men's fashion when it comes to design, futurism, drive, power, and sex appeal. It was stunning.